Robots Radio presents...
Previously on Ambrosia Island.
Big brain.
Big brain.
Okay.
Big brain.
Get all I need.
Chris Bond. Gamify the fun story thing.
So I thread the needle. I just go through all of the windows and then through the windows of Garrison's car as well.
Responds in kind. Shoots through your window.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Found it.
Yeah.
By a hair, steers it to the left. The mirror gets clicked off.
Flips onto two wheels. Flips onto one wheel. Starts flipping. Careens into a building on the side. Glass shatters. And the car explodes.
When we see the bullet just fly towards the car and it hits the engine, thuds in.
It veers slightly to the left. Careens head first. Straight into that pole. When a car meets an immovable object, car loses. And there's silence.
And now.
Hey, how you doing, Garrison?
Gag him, quickly.
All right.
Don't let him cast a spell.
All right. The father will wrap around the car, cover his mouth with the detective's own clothing, like drag it up and put it over his own mouth.
He looks up and with his arm, he slowly raises it.
Are you going to
Get him,
stop
get
him?
him!
What I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot him with a shotgun.
Right, the suddenness of it shocks Stanley into going, wait, hold on. It's like almost, even though he initially wanted Garrison to die, the fact that John has been so quick to kill him just brings out this reaction in Stanley. And he sort of puts a hand on the gun and just nudges it slightly away from his head. Now, wait a minute. There's a lot going on here that I don't understand. It's been a busy couple of days. And just look over there. There's a lot of death still going on. There's nothing he can do to us right now. This second.
He can
Just
tell
hold
us
on.
how to end this madness. You keep your gun trained on his head, and
Can we-
the moment he issues some sort of crazy word that we don't understand, then you shoot
Gone.
him.
He's finished. Look at
Can
him.
we gag him? Can we restrain him? I'm not having any fire or resurrection or mumbo jumbo, but
All right,
I do
Stan.
think that stands right in that
All right.
it might not be as simple as
Stanley's got a handkerchief.
usually it's just cut off the head, but
John will open the door, grab him by the back of the neck.
He will slump in your...
pull him out of the car with shotgun in the other hand.
Yeah. He can't even react. Basically, the power of he's malleable in your hands.
Throws him onto the grass or the cobblestone.
Kind of I guess for the 30s would be like cobblestone.
Great cobblestone drive and trains the shotgun at him. My friends are more merciful than Christ, I think. They're certainly more merciful than me. Speak, and careful, it might be your last words.
He takes a moment to try and take the gag off his mouth very, very slowly. He breathes. Only needed one of you. Why couldn't you just play nice and do what was right?
I don't want to hear your fucking sob story. Tell us how to end this thing.
End what I wanted to do or end what she wants to do?
Fucking hate these esoteric types.
Who is she?
The red-haired woman?
Joan Cassidy.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So, she was the brains behind this all along.
No. She is an idiot.
That makes two of you.
That makes six of us.
Good one.
Just because you don't understand what the benefits of real power, if you harvest it properly.
I think
Okay.
I think the father is holding some real power in his hands up to your skull right now. So shut up and tell us what we need to know. What did you want to do? What did Joan need to do?
Me? Utilize the power of the flame god to execute power. To harness what you don't understand into something that you can begin to understand. She, however, has been taken on, used. Cthulhu doesn't want to be used. Cthulhu wants to be unleashed. She will unleash him emphatically. completely without restraint.
How do we stop it?
I would have said that you let me do my job, but apparently...
Listen to
That's
yourself,
not good
Dexter.
enough.
You're finished. You've got nothing. You're
Yeah,
two
you-
sides of the same coin. We're finishing you. Just tell us what to do.
If you want to stop her, tell us what to do.
Well, I started the job. I didn't protect the one. Daniel.
Do the opposite.
I'm changing the future. See, you've still got your eye, don't you, Stanley? Oh, that's right, John. Those visions you've been having. To finish this, to change it back to the way that you would like it to be, you have to do things unexpected, something different to what is already written.
Is that why you killed Daniel? You said you wanted to protect him, and now that's just after you shot him in the head.
You were protecting the one. What's that?
Daniel was the one.
Oh my god.
Cthulhu wanted him protected so that Cthulhu could be unleashed. I took that out of the equation.
All right, so with that done, there shouldn't be any more problem. Cthulhu shouldn't be able to rise.
Cthulhu's more powerful than you think.
Right, so in what way is John going to circumvent the prophecy?
And he starts to laugh. And he looks at you. It's just it. You've killed me. You can't stop it. You're too late. And he laughs. And he looks at you and he tries to struggle to his feet.
Oh, let him. John
You'll-
lets him.
You'll let him?
Yeah. If he struggles to his feet,
Where is John Cassidy now?
And he points towards the forest.
That's where we were going anyway. You're not being much help.
He doesn't care.
is there a temple in there? A summoning portal? Something like that.
Yes.
And that's what she's trying to do.
She will do it.
You said prophecies either happen or don't happen, John. I remember.
Yeah.
That's all I care about. That's all we need to know.
Any other information we can get before we stub this light out?
Is there?
Absolutely.
Well, you should be real fucking quick about spilling the beans, because me and my friends, we're getting a little bit testy.
And he goes to reach for something in his pocket.
Nope.
John
Can I
presses
tackle
him against the... John, Stanley. John, do it. Go on.
John, go!
Sorry, it's Stanley.
The Irish servant tells the bidding of the English master.
Stanley just instinctively just presses him open palm on the chest against the car. The car isn't completely in flames, is it?
No,
No,
okay,
it's
you
just
know,
crumpled.
crashed.
Okay, cool. That's it. Presses him against it forcefully with all of his weight. Not all of his weight, but enough. Just says, you think very, very carefully about what you're doing now.
I'm going to reach into his pocket.
Yeah,
while
I was
he's
going
got
to
him,
say,
and-
otherwise Mina's going to frisk him.
You pull a gun out, a small pistol out.
All right. Well then, Garrison, it's been a pleasure serving under you. But you need to report to the higher being now. And he puts the shotgun in his mouth and pulls the trigger.
Oh, shit!
Stan recalls his arm. Okay.
Roll that 4d6 for me.
Yeah.
Well, at point blank, I mean, I'm rolling with a I mean, yeah.
Also,
I just want to see you crit on all of them.
No. Had to be done.
Do I have to make another sanity check?
Yeah, that's the hope.
and a tinnitus check.
Oh, yeah. That's the main problem.
What?
That's 15 points of damage.
Nice.
Feel free to describe exactly what you do to this man in as much detail as
Is
you
it
like.
true that if there's a part in a man's head that if you shoot it, it will blow up?
It will blow up. So as Stanley holds Garrison against the car, and as his compatriots search to preempt the gun, when the gun is flashed, Father John steps forward, tells Garrison that he's going to report to the higher being. The higher up says that it's been a pleasure to serve with him, puts the shotgun in his mouth, and blows out the back of his head.
So it wouldn't be that messy, actually.
It's quite contained.
It'd go behind, wouldn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very streamlined.
The blood and gore splatter the hood of the car.
Everyone except John make a sanity roll.
Oh,
John is highly comfortable with this by now.
Very comfortable.
yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah, I rolled a
Feeling
9.
so fine.
I rolled a 9.
Wonderful.
He's,
Good for you, Yen.
Well, he had it coming.
It's very hard to feel pity for old...
An 8.
And I was particularly annoyed that he was still being cryptic.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Tell me about it.
Everyone's fine?
Yeah. The only thing is, just blast it, man. My bloody ears.
Oh.
Because this is less such a gory scene in a film, the camera would have panned away just before the shot happened. So that
Some
the,
birds
the
fly.
viscera-
Yes, thank you. So, a couple of things. Number one, just because there were things that in my fluster, I negated to explain. Things that you know to be sure based on what was said.
Mm-hmm. To be sure.
To be sure.
Things we can deduce.
The visions that you two were having, Father John, and you found were shared with Garrison.
Garrison. That's what I kind of pieced together from that.
And that to protect the one...
He thinks is Daniel.
He is pretty sure is Daniel.
Yes.
And he has told you that is something that was put in place by Cthulhu.
Yes.
Which you know is most likely that flame that you found in your vision.
That's right.
What he has stated is that there are two different thoughts of process right now. Garrison wanted to bring about Cthulhu in a restrained, controlled manner to be able to harness the energy of an elder god.
Like a pet, or like a battery.
Basically.
Rather. Yeah.
See Doom 2016.
Yeah,
the video
yeah,
game.
yeah.
See Aladdin.
Summoning a demon or a force in order to, so that it's still
Monetize it.
restrained. Yeah.
Joan, not so much.
She's a full fanatic.
Free
She wants it,
range.
Whether
Free range elements.
Whatever her agenda
Full fat.
is, she's going about things in a different way.
Yeah.
is her purpose seems to just be to unleash Cthulhu.
The commitment, I
Oh,
respect. I
yeah. Normally,
respect.
this is a dame I can get behind, but
And you don't know how Garrison seems to know Joan.
Yeah.
If at all. But
Small world.
and he's basically said, you're too late.
Yes.
He wanted to try and grab one of you so that he could complete the ritual properly.
His version.
Yes.
His version. Yes. And fortunately, John is of the opinion that, as he explained to Stanley earlier, prophecies don't mean jack until they're fulfilled.
Yes.
So prophecy doesn't mean anything. Those were just false prophecies then.
He was hoping to change the prophecy by doing something different.
by knowing the ending.
Yes.
Which is great because John is like, cool, that's dumb. Let's go make prophecy of
Do
our
it
own.
ourselves, yeah.
Let's do it ourselves.
So mechanically, a few things are now in effect. No more human-to-human deaths are going to affect any single one of you. You all succeeded on your sanity check enough times that it's not going to affect you anymore. Eldritch stuff, we'll see. But human-to-human stuff is fine. Now I need two things to happen. Chris, can you give me a...
Mythos roll? Sanity roll? Cool guy roll.
Very nice.
I don't have that stat. Ever. In any game. Touch the skull.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was actually worth it. Yeah.
Don't trust the skull.
I'm not even going to make you roll for this.
Okay.
Chris,
Yes.
you feel a warmth in your chest pocket. Inside your robe.
I'm going to have a look inside my robes. Or Father John looks inside his robes.
It is the Necronomicon,
Oh, good.
the real version.
Uh-huh.
It is warming up, and it feels like it's almost pulsating.
Was that the one that I got waterlogged? It's probably just drying off.
No, that was the English
version. That's
version
right.
one.
That was one sort of left for us
Yes.
to
The
encourage
King-
us
the King
to
James.
come
Yeah.
in.
King James translation.
the King James Necronomicon.
All the poetry stripped out.
How can you understand even the sources?
This is the real one.
Yeah, good-o. So that's getting hot.
It's getting hot.
Pulsating.
I'm going to use it. This is dumb,
Please do.
but it's appropriate. I'm going to use it as a, what do you call them? When you're searching for water, a dowsing tool.
Yeah.
I'm going to use it basically hot-cold. Does it get hotter if I point it towards the forest? Or does it burn my hands when I point it towards the forest?
Does it fly away?
I literally thought you were going to say, I'm using it as a hand warmer. Toasty.
It doesn't
back's a bit
it doesn't get warmer, but you feel instinctively that is correct. That there is something pulling it towards that.
Great.
Can you give me an occult roll?
I can. Whether I succeed.
It's really good. Let's take the magic book to the magic ritual. That must be a good idea, right?
Yeah.
You know
I
what
think
we
so.
should? We should read aloud from it.
At the temple.
I dare you. No, I'll fucking double dog dare you.
Fucking
No,
mook.
that's a fail.
You ain't a mook.
By a lot.
Extrapolate from it what you will.
Okay. All right. I think we best get ourselves into that vehicle, that auto, and we drive our way to the forest, find whatever temple we can find, and we take out every cultist that we can find, including Joan, who I've not heard of, but she sounds like a nice person.
I mean,
but
none
she
of
does
Well,
sound
she
like a moron.
was, but I don't think she's perhaps herself anymore. I just wonder what's happening in the city between us and our destination.
I think the fact that this place had a kind of standing army, it'll probably handle it.
I hope so.
I think we should probably go to the source.
I think-
stamp out the fire where it started.
I just want to make sure we get there safely.
Yeah.
Like we get through the city without getting caught in the crossfire.
I
Come
think-
to the temple.
Smash cut too.
Crossfade.
And as you're talking and you're putting yourself back into the cars, do you leave Garrison slumped against the wall on the ground, half face off? It's not a trick question. I'm just wondering what you do with Garrison's body.
Yes, Father
leave
John makes a quick prayer as he gets into the car.
Great. There is also a river under the bridge if you feel like putting him
No,
there.
I don't want to put him
great.
in water. It's too spiritual.
Yeah, that's fair.
I also want to give him like a
Shit on him.
No, I do want to give him like a quick kick.
Fucking milk.
Mainly because I'm pissed, but also just to see like I've seen this man come back from the dead twice now. I kind of just want to like smack the corpse around a little bit to just kind of like, not like literally, but just kind of like there's no breathing, there's no pulse, there's no coming back for a jump scare.
As far as every worldly idea that you know, that's a dead man.
All
He's
right.
a very dead man.
John does a Mia when you kick him.
Yeah.
Don't be disrespectful.
Oh, you're right. I shouldn't disrespect the beautiful handiwork that you did in shooting this man's brains out.
He's in a better place now. He's with Jesus.
He's dead.
And as we get back in the car, Jurgen says, "Who do we report to now? We just killed our boss."
Us.
We report to a higher power. Ourselves.
And he shoots you all with a shotgun.
I don't know if I'd mentioned this. I'm agnostic.
Yeah, you're also a bit deep in thought as well, because as you were staring at this blown off head and you realize that you felt next to nothing, you retreat into your mind. And I don't know if you recall, a while back I talked about something that had been unlocked.
Yeah, I do remember. That was when I had my first brush with madness.
Yes.
Yeah, not unleashed, but unlocked. Yes.
You're beginning to get a bit of an idea of what that is, of what you have unlocked. And to you, Phil, this is called insane understanding.
Hey, that's what I was hoping for.
I'm going to read this. Oh, I get it now. The hero's player, Phil, may ask Keeper, Sean, a question about the plot, i.e., why is the enemy doing blank? What does the enemy hope to achieve by blank? What is the best thing that we could do to thwart the enemy's plan? What is the enemy's greatest weapon? The question should be quite specific, and the Keeper, Sean, should answer honestly. This talent can only be used once. It is then lost. You do not have to use it now, but you have it at your disposal from now until the rest of the campaign.
Do not ask Sean to clarify. That'll count as a question.
Can I consult with my fellow players before I ask?
That is absolutely fine.
Okay, so my plan is to ask, how do we stop Cthulhu being unleashed upon the world?
I would say save it until we get to the temple.
Right.
And then do
ask.
it.
Then pause game.
Go.
And check the walkthrough.
Go to the wiki.
That's right.
But that literally was my meta plan. When you started losing sanity points, I was like, I can drive Phil's character insane. He can, not meta gamed, but
Did you read the Pulp Talents?
I didn't read all of them, but I know in Call of Cthulhu or these sorts of games, you get bonuses the more you go insane.
Yes.
So I was like,
So it's an asset for me to lose my mind.
How come I don't get that in real life?
you do, Ellen.
You do.
Yeah.
You haven't asked me the right question yet.
Oh,
Believe it or not, you haven't gone deep enough.
You got to speak to the keeper.
shit.
We'll discover that when we play through
I'm
Cult.
3 breakdowns away. Next time I get a coupon.
Mina, get us to the forest.
All right, buckle up.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
Hey, that's good. I think.
I don't know. Let's just go.
The father will put a shotgun slug into the shotgun and load it when...
An actual slug on Yearn's head.
when Yearn is like, I'm beginning to understand. He's like, oh, good. Snap.
And you are at this point aware Yearn has been acting weird over the past day or so. Are you in the same configuration? So John and... Well, Yearn would be in the front then, which is fine.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put some bullets back into my rifle and stay quiet.
Yeah.
Stanley offers him a flask. Little swig.
Strong draw, and then hands it back.
Can I get a tap
wordlessly.
from that?
Yep, he passes it to you. He chuckles and he slaps Yearn on the back.
You start driving through the city,
Yep.
and as you absolutely suspected, chaos is reigning, and the soldiers are fighting back against flames that are zipping left, right, and center. You do see one familiar sight, which is a ghast rampaging through,
Jeez.
smacking, and it does look like you are starting to be losing the fight, so to speak. Can you all make me a spot hidden roll for me? God, I love spot hidden.
It's a good roll, isn't it?
Conceal reveal.
Oops. 95.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's a
Christ.
no from me. 88.
That's a no from me, 41.
Come on.
No, from me, 40.
None of us know anything.
No.
None of us spot anything.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I rolled a really bad fail, so maybe Father John is like, all right, so what we're going to do, we're going to have a battle plan and try to, like, distract them from the horrors outside of the car and refocus in the car.
It feels like that problem, like, your instinct is to go and help. Your instinct to,
Yeah.
but you have a higher calling.
Well, also, if they see more Cthulhu shit, they're going to understand mythos shit. So,
Yes.
bad. Hey, everyone, look inside the car and don't look outside and avoid the eldritch horrors that are happening. And let's talk about what we're going to do. I say we kill them all when we get in there. Okay, that sounds great.
Oh
Good.
my god, I have such a big fucking headache.
Drink more of the liquid. It's good for you.
There's some left.
You make your way
I brought extra.
to the edge of a city.
Fantastic.
You see the vast forest before you, which appears to have a burnt path within it, trees fallen down, but it seems that there is a makeshift path there for you to instinctively follow.
Well,
Follow
Does
the
the car fit
crumbs.
down?
that's the way.
Yes.
Great.
It
We follow
looks
that.
like something has been through there before, whether that was Garrison at a past time or not. You're unclear. You head through.
On to
Thanks,
grandmother's house.
Thanks, Almighty Kathiki or whatever.
Kathiki.
Kathiki.
I wasn't.
So, what do we think is there? Do we think it's temple?
Temple.
Hellmouth?
Temple.
Like portal? Is it like an
Temple.
actual open portal in there?
I would think it's probably a temple.
yeah.
I think it's just a little girl in a gingham dress with a red balloon.
Yeah.
I thought it was a woman in
Singing.
a well.
No, and she's singing like a little nursery nursery
It's
rhyme.
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
You have to ignore all the text and stuff.
Yeah.
This is what you come to,
We come to a temple
as suggested.
at the top of the page. It's a circular thing with like 6 pillars. It kind of looks Greco-Roman.
So this is, you can't see the inside of it yet, but you are looking at the outside of this domed temple made out of stone that reaches probably about 30 feet in the air.
And it's a white kind of stone thing.
Yeah.
It looks kind of like the Oracle, the building in Greece. Am I right?
I'm
The
Italian.
the Oracle of Delphi.
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe,
so it's
I
a-
believe that's like a circular building with...
With a domed top and columns leading inside. Yeah.
Perfect. That's what it looks like.
And there, although there doesn't seem to be any sort of hole at the top or any sort of opening, it almost seems like this temple is steaming from the top. Seems like it's almost like a kettle ready to boil over, and there is one small mouth that you can head into that appears to be quite dark. You can't see too far into, but it's just one entrance as far as you can tell.
And this-
as you roll up.
Not
this
even
is
a
a-
guard.
This is a
easy.
jungly sort of thing, or it's a foresty sort of thing?
This was a forest that you'd been up to, but as soon as you hit this temple, it's almost like 20 meters out has been carved space for it. So it goes end of jungle, 20 feet of space,
Like
temple,
sand or
all
dirt.
the way around.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
It's been cleared for the construction of this place. Does it look
Or
old?
nothing grows next to it.
yeah.
that's exactly it.
Yes.
And there is one cultist at the mouth of the cave
Reading the newspaper.
there with a gun, but that's it. One cultist in a black robe as you roll up, and he just kind of
Best to drop that
and he does.
now.
We all point guns at him.
Yes.
We all point rifles. All for us.
all the ammo.
And he
One.
puts it down and drops it and puts his hands up in the air.
On your belly now.
And he slowly gets to his knees and crawls onto his stomach, still looking up at you.
All right, can someone gag him,
Gag him,
tie
yeah.
him up?
Father John will just punch him to
Hey,
knock out.
Yeah, can you just give me a brawling roll?
No.
Can
Do you
Paul-
not have brawling?
Do you go to do it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Brawl.
Yeah, brawling, fighting.
Fighting parenthesis brawl.
Fighting.
Like
Brawl.
brawling is a brackets.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a kind of fighting because you can have other
yeah.
kinds.
Exception. Extreme success.
Yeah, great. He's out. He's out. Done.
Cool.
Boom.
That was your fighting maneuver to make him go unconscious. Mooka's down. Mooka's out.
What was his name?
His name. If you look into his robe and you pull out an ID that says,
His ID on him. Nice.
There's a passport.
yeah,
Shit, yeah, I'm
Jeremy
going to take this.
Dukin.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Dukin. Ask me about.
Great Cthulhu.
Hey, can I take that? I'm going to fence it.
I believe Jeremy has made some poor life choices.
Does he have a gun? He had a gun.
Yeah,
What's
does
a
he have
rifle?
any,
A
does he
rifle?
have any weapons?
Is similar M1?
It's the same rifle that Mina and Stanley picked
Garand.
up from the...
The Grand.
But does he have any other like items on him, like of any religious significance, like anything to kind of point to?
They don't really keep anything on them. All you have...
Does he have clothes?
All
on
you have is
underneath?
the burnt symbol
All right.
Yes, he's part of the
on his arm. He is
Okay.
part of the
So his body has
slaves
been branded.
of the Flame Undying.
That is correct.
Okay, one down.
Stanley gags him just in case he doesn't want him to wake up and
It
say anything.
Seems a bit well. I don't know. Bad omen. There's only one guy out here. I'm assuming they're all in there.
That's all right. That
It's
means
lunchtime.
there's more of us to deal with.
Yeah, but we gotta. That means once we go in, it's all or nothing, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Feels like it's been that way for a while.
Yeah.
We are in an island with no real ways of escape. If we didn't do this, I think we're all dying anyway. So
As we approach, can we see in?
No.
Never have your words sounded more comforting to me, Father. All right.
You can
Find
see...
I'm a religious man.
All you can see is what appears to be... Like, when you can see that a torch is on around the corner, you can see that flicker
Yes.
of orange around the corner, but because it turns, you can't see what's inside.
Okay, I'm going to get Jens out of the bag.
Yay! If anything
so
happens to
Stanley.
this robot, I'll die.
A little steampunk style kind of remote control that operates Jens. It's like one of those old school RC ones that's got like a
Automaton?
trigger and a
the
wheel on the
up,
side.
down, and the left, right?
Yeah.
but it's definitely made of brass.
Yes, that's right. It's got all sorts of little
It's got a horn on it.
antennas and cables out
Is
the
it
side.
is it like in the shape, like is it in a humanoid shape with like two legs, or is it more like a
I'm picturing
animal?
Short Circuit.
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly
Like a bomb
like
diffuser
that. It's like a
device.
little like bomb robot, but with personality because it was originally a children's toy.
I was thinking Robot Wars.
Oh, yeah.
So kill a lot.
Yeah.
This is not canon, but like Mina picks up this little robot. Fucking love you.
You be safe, you little bastard.
Mwah.
Okay,
Don't you
so,
fucking change.
So you place Jens on the floor.
Kill you.
Yep. But unfortunately, I can't. Like, it doesn't have cameras or anything.
No.
I can only operate it within sight. So I, move him ahead of us as we peer around the corner to where the flame is flickering.
Do you want a marching order as we go in?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No, that's fine. If you're happy to... feel free to give me one.
I mean,
if you want.
Jern's going in first, it could almost be Dex initiative.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, all right.
Father John might be last anyway, just
that's probably
maybe.
Rolling off.
Although, yeah.
Do the.
He's
34.
the most zealous, but
Yeah, that's
also
it.
the slowest. So.
You also bring up the rear as
here you
very
go.
useful.
yes, that's
Ladies
true.
first.
He's also driving
Keep
you
it steady.
forwards.
So as you head in, slowly, cautiously, you round the corner. Cthulhu's there. No.
Cthulhu, what are you doing
I
here?
fucking believed him for a second.
Nosferatu.
He's just there on a chaise lounge.
Roll to Cast Ambrosia Island is a Baby Beard media production. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and all our podcasts are on Spreaker, Spotify, YouTube, and all good podcatchers. You can support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/babybeard. Pulp Cthulhu and all associated properties are trademark of Chaosium Inc. Used with permission.
You've been listening to a Robots Radio podcast. Smart shows for interesting people. Check out all the shows at robotsradio.net.
In a world where solid-state electronics and vacuum tubes are still meta, people never stop loving atomic-powered everything. A chosen 500 stepped inside a subterranean vault to be spared the nuclear horror of the inevitable Great War. 25 years later, they emerge after the fallout settles to retake Appalachia. Among them, two former rivals whose blood feud will tear West Virginia apart in their epic struggle for survival. Chad, a vault bro who has a strength of 15, an intelligence of 2, and is a complete wasteland dickhead. Simon, a complicated anti-hero who chooses light and hope, but accidentally becomes a cannibal and wakes up naked and afraid with a Scorch Beast Queen after a date goes terribly wrong. What? I mean, it's a wild wasteland, right? This dark humor radio drama will have you driving off the road and crawling out from under the fallout. 2 men, 1 wasteland, and so many nukes. Chad, a Fallout 76 podcast, rated R, now streaming on your holotape player podcasty thing.